We're running a little bit ahead of schedule, and I just want to talk to you just for a minute about life and what we do at Bread and Roses and what Mimi meant to us and the staff and everyone. There's a great line by Mahatma Gandhi. He said, "There is more to life than just increasing its speed." I saw a bumper sticker the other day. It said, "I'm not in your hurry." You know, we had a young student from Chad who lived with my family. He used to go, "Big Mike, sometimes you have to slow down and let your soul catch up to you." Today is a day for Bread and Roses to let our soul catch up to us. We're here in a great space in Berkeley, one of the most enlightened places on earth. People actually read here. You know, I love Marin, but only in Marin. I love Marin. But, we're in a hard time right now. Marin, truly, I swear this is true, is simultaneously the most conscious and unconscious place on the planet. It's true, and I love it. But, you'd have to work with the kids, and find out that, only a middle school girl can tell you that only a little girl from Marin can sign up for shop class and be depressed to find out it has nothing to do with going to the mall. Some of you aren't laughing hard enough. What we're learning about the generosity of spirit and what connects us all together is love, laughter, joy, music, and the key word for happiness in life, compassion. We just did a movie called The Happy Movie. You can see it at the Rafael Theater, and it's going to be airing. You can go home and Google it and see the cuts. We went all over the world to discuss what makes human beings happy. Now, I was watching Denzel Washington. He made me laugh. He was speaking at a university. He says, "Ralph, let me tell you something, kids. You never see a U-Haul chasing a funeral hearse." And the only people that tried to take it all with them were the Egyptians, and you see we have museums full of stuff that never went with them. Arthur Miller said, "No matter how rich and powerful you are, how important you get to be, on the day you die, the size of your funeral still pretty much depends on the weather that day." At the end of the chess game, the pawn and the king go back in the same box. So what connects us? I teach little kids every day, and I love teaching them peace. Don't stand by. Step up. What's the best ship to sail on? Friendship. Watch this now. What's the best ship to sail on? Friendship. See how simple it is to teach a heart? Helen Keller was asked, "Oh, Miss Keller, it must be hard for you to be blind." And she said, "Well, it would be if I had no vision. Because we actually see with our hearts." Remember the Little Prince? He said, "It is with the heart that one truly sees." And we know this. Our kids are entering freshman year in the Ivy League schools with the highest levels of eating disorders, highest levels of binge drinking, highest levels of cutting, highest levels of antidepressant usage, and the highest levels of suicide. But they've gotten really good at taking tests. We must address, as Mimi always knew, as all of us that are performers, the human heart. It does not go from the brain training the heart. The heart training the brain. Being connected to the greater good. That's why I love kids. They teach so well and so nobly. I was working with little kindergartners. They go, "What'd you learn today by what I said?" "Don't let their bad day be your bad day, or your bad day be their bad day. Don't play angry tag." "Can you come to Washington, D.C. with me? We'll stop off on the way to Sacramento." Little kid, what'd you learn? Don't let your sad turn to mad, because then it all gets bad. Well, there we have it. Maybe we should slow down and listen to each other's hearts more. Not our opinions. I remember as a young medic, I learned that pain shared is pain divided. But joy shared is joy multiplied. Now, you see me up here, I'm already sweating like Paris Hilton on Jeopardy. Not intended to hurt her feelings. You know what kid said to me one day? Hey, too many people have too much selfish steam. Selfish, say that together, selfish steam. Children blurt wonderful things to us. I was talking to kindergarten kids one day. Hey, who takes care of the plants and flowers because they need fresh air, sunshine, and love?
No.
Who said no?
I did, because my dad grows trees in his closet.
They will make you laugh, be around children. Folks, slow your day down, go sit around. If you get depressed, if you get sad, if you get overwhelmed, if it gets too much, and we're in hard times now, get around little kids. Get around little kids. Just be. Be. Not human doing, human being. Human being. Because, wow, they have things to teach us. They make you laugh and think. I was talking to the kids in Oakland not too long ago, and a little girl got mad and yelled. And it's okay, I love this sound. I was like cracking up because, like, wow, that little girl was angry. He goes,
that little girl is an emotional porcupine.
I know adults like that. And all we have to do is slow our day down. Watch our tempers. I'll tell everybody anger past 30 seconds is ego. Anger will kill you. It'll rust your pipes. It'll take your life early, just like that. I teach anger management. A lady at the airport said, a guy walked up to me and said, do you have any idea who I am at all? And she said, I just got on the loudspeaker at the airport and I went, folks, there's a man over here who doesn't know who he is. If any of you recognize him, please come over. I'm assuming he's lost. Joy is a choice. And you need to know. Oh, good. Joy is a choice. And it's the coolest thing in the world. To laugh, to play. I like to be on elevators with serious people. I go, hello. Then I press 5, 4, and 3. I get off at 5 and I run down the stairway past 4. And I get back on the same elevator with the same people and I go,
have you seen my twin brother?
Folks, you don't stop laughing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop laughing. You don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. I had a 100-year-old Marine at the Marines Memorial. I go, Tommy Malloy, what's the best part of turning 100? He went,
the absolute lack of peer pressure.
Allowing ourselves the generosity of spirit to be connected to laughter and joy, folks. When we did the Happy movie, we found out one of the fellas got up and he said, you know, things will go wrong and you'll think it'll last forever, that things are bad. And they don't. And things will go great and you'll win big awards and you'll think it'll last forever. And it doesn't. But what keeps us steady and balanced is those relationships, that love that we have for each other. What Bread and Roses was all about, what the 60s were all about. What the 60s were all about. We need to get our kids in the world on our frequency. You know the last thing Richard Nixon said before he left office? Listen to this. That was the end of the 60s. That's what I told Joan and Mimi. 1974. Every word of this is true. Many of you have not seen me do my Richard Nixon. Jeez, I'm up here sweating like Lindsay Lohan at a sobriety checkpoint. Richard Nixon said this. I'm not making this up. You can look it up. It's historical. This is what Nixon said. There are people out there, and they will hate you, and they will only win if they get you to hate them back. Then you begin to destroy yourself.
Gee, Dick, where were you for that memo in kindergarten? What comes around, what goes around,
karma, dude. I was down in, I love how people bring perspective. When I was in Santa Cruz, there was an old guy, remnant of the 60s. I love this guy. He's standing, put me in perspective. I'm always helping people de-stress. And I'm standing there. It was the funniest moment. I banged my car, and I got out, and I was cursing. I admit it, cursing. I was upset. And he goes, just like this, dude, yeah,
Go to Google Earth in your brain.
okay, I'm there.
Back out. Back out. Back way out. Big blue orb, right? Earth. This is just a meatball. Let it go.
That's the 60s. I told him, thank you, sir. I am beloved of your wisdom. And I said, I'm going to share something with you. I'm always doing that for everybody. So did you know that the Pig Latin for relax is
Elax ray.
And I said, I would like to film a movie of you going around the world with uptight people, spraying them with the Santa Cruz
Elax ray.
Lighten up, dude. And then I realized that what Mimi, what Joan, what all of us, what Cassandra, what the staff is about, is bringing a spirit of peace to the world, to our communities. There's moments when I go into Bread and Roses shows with kids who are hurting, when I see seniors that are lonely and isolated and left out, and we connect with them on a level that is almost incomprehensible, because it's what they're most needing. Love, healing, compassion, connection, community. That, my brothers and sisters, is Bread and Roses. Give it a big round of applause. All right.